Hey, it's Jeff here. Welcome to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. Today, new from the Shipyard Brewing Company of Portland, Maine. This is their Vanilla Porter. It has an alcohol by volume of 4.5% ABV. Falling down to the single digits tonight, so I'm sitting here next to my wood stove where it didn't get much above 15 degrees during the day. Here in February, nice typical winter day in New Hampshire. We got about a foot of snow yesterday. We may be getting another few inches this weekend, and Monday maybe even another foot. It'll be snowy. So, but back to the beer. I was not going to do this review. If you look closely, something happened to my eye. You know, I woke up this morning and went to shave, look up in the mirror, and yikes! What happened to my eye? It just I've never seen it on me before. I've seen it on other people before, and I talked with some people I work with. I do work with some nurses who work in my office near me, and they said that's a fairly common thing. You may have sneezed too hard, exerted yourself too hard. It's something that'll go away. So I was going to skip doing beer reviews for a while till this went away, but then I said, well, maybe instead I'll immortalize it with a beer review from Shipyard. So let's give it a shot. Shipyard sometimes has screw tops. Let's see if this is one of them. It is. And that irritates a lot of craft beer fans. Anyway, pour it into Shipyard glass. It seemed on nice and tight, so let's give it a pour. Vanilla Porter, this was first introduced, not introduced, but it was the first time they said it was coming, was back in November or so. And it's only been out in the stores since the end of January, so this is really only a couple of weeks old. So let's check out this whole thing out here. You can see how dark in color it is. It is definitely a very, very dark brown. Hold it up to the light, you do pick up a bit of a ruby red character, and it's really ruby red, dark brown to near black. But I put it more in the dark brown category with this little, you know, light tan head up top. All right, let's check out the aroma. Oh yeah, vanilla. Roasted dark malts. Sweetness, super sweet, caramel type dark malt. That's probably the vanilla, but definitely a very vanilla, sweet, dark, roasty, dark bread. I mean sweetness that defines the aroma. Low to no hop profile. I don't think they announced what the ABV is on this. I don't believe they did. Not the ABV, I mean the International Butter Bittering Units, IBUs. Don't see it. Anyway, right into the beer, taste-wise. Definitely a vanilla character. Almost like a vanilla, not like a vanilla ice cream or vanilla bean. It's more like a creamy vanilla character. Body is smooth, creamy, medium range, maybe a tad better. There's a nice dark roasted malt feel to this. And then there's this bitterness. I don't notice any hops to speak of on the nose, but there's definitely a good dry bitter finish on this one. They promised it to be a vanilla porter, and well, they lived up to their promise. You're getting the dark roasted malts of a good porter. I'm not picking up much in the way of coffee but I do pick up a definite dark malt sweetness. Definitely a sweet beer with a bitter finish that lingers briefly at the end. Very easy to drink. Not difficult on the palate whatsoever. But there's definitely a bitterness here. Some people might be put off by it, but I'm not personally. But there are other porters that might be not quite as bitter as this one, but it's more of a, it's not like a hot bitter, it's more like a dry, lingering bitterness. It's not really like a fruity bitterness, or you know, those type of popular hop bitternesses that you get out these days, like a grassy or floral or anything along those lines, or tangerine. Or it's really got a dark bite. It's like a cellar kind of thing. I'm sitting in the cellar, but it's kind of like having this sort of dank, sort of musty kind of, but bitter finish. At the same time, very sweet. Ooh. A decent beer. I mean, of course, people who watch me know I like Shipyard beer, and but you know, there are other porters out there that people who like porters might prefer those to this one. I don't mind it. It does have that sort of distinctive yeast character that accompanies Shipyard beers. That sort of ringwood yeast is one of their popular yeast they use in a lot of their brews, the house yeast, and so you are getting that kind of sort of buttery is not the right word, but it does have a very unique sort of flavor to it that I always pick up. And then I'm getting the same thing with the vanilla, the sweetness, and the mild bitterness at the end. So, easy to drink, 4.5%. Feels a little heavier than that, not alcohol-wise, but just feels like it should be more than it feels like it should be, 4.5 makes me think it should be a very light beer. But no, this has got some body to it too, so it's a pretty decent beer from Shipyard. This is Shipyard Vanilla Porter. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you again next time.